Hello friends. So in the last lecture we have learned the compound statement, simple statement and the logical connectives. So which connectives we have learned in the last lecture? We'll revise it first. So we have learned conjunction, right? And symbol for that is like this. And what we can say for conjunction is and, right? After that we have learned disjunction, that is the symbol is like this. Then we also have learned and for disjunction we write it as or. We also have learned conditional, and this is again said to be implication. And which symbol we use for this is the single headed arrow. We use it as a conditional. Next we have learned biconditional. This is again said to be double implication. And what is symbol used for this is the double headed arrow. For conditional statement, which words we used? If, then. We use if then for the conditional statement, and for the biconditional statement we used if and only if. If and only if. Correct? After the biconditional statement we have learned what is that last one, negation. And the symbol used for this is that is similar sign which you have learned in 10th standard. And for the negation, which words we use? Not, or we can say whenever there is not or the negative statement, it is not true, it is false. So in such case we write it as a negation. Okay, we also have learned the truth table. Before that we will see how to use these symbols in your compound statement. Okay, so see the next example. Exercise 1.1, question number 2nd. In the last lecture we already have covered the question number 1st. Now see the question number 2nd. Write the following compound statements symbolically. Okay, so we will have here the compound statements and we have to write it in symbolic form. So how we will write this? See the first statement. Nagpur is in Maharashtra and Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so we have to write them symbolically. Before that we will name these statements. So these are two statements, P statements and Q statements. So I am writing here two statements now. So the P statement, Nagpur is in Maharashtra, and what is the Q statement here? Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. This is the Q statement. So basically we have to write the two different statements. That means we are splitting it into two statements. After that we have to write its symbolic form. So what is the statement? Nagpur is in Maharashtra and Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. What is used here? And means conjunction. And for the conjunction I will write here this symbol P and Q, P conjunction Q. So this is the first example and very simple. Nagpur is in Maharashtra and Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. This is P statement, this is Q statement, P conjunction Q. So similar statements we have in the next examples. See them. Triangle is equilateral or isosceles. Second example, triangle is equilateral or isosceles. Okay, तो आप बोल सकते हैं कि भाई यहाँ पे तो एक ही स्टेटमेंट दिख रहा है, triangle is equilateral or isosceles, but see we can separate this statement into two different statements. How? See, first I am writing the P statement. Triangle is equilateral. This is my first statement. And the second statement, triangle is isosceles. So these are my two different statements. First, triangle is equilateral, and second statement, triangle is isosceles. Okay, so this is again the compound statement. We have separated or splitted into two statements. What is used in between them? Used or in between them. So what we will write here, it is disjunction, and for disjunction we have this symbol P or Q. It is again P disjunction Q. Okay, the simple one. Now see the third example. Third example, the angle is a right angle if and only if it is of measure 90 degree. Angle is right angle if and only if it is of measure 90 degree. So writing the two different statement, what is the first statement? The angle is right angle. Okay. What is the second statement? It is of measure 90 degree. So if I write here it is of measure 90 degree, then that will not be the correct statement, because we have to write this is of for the angle. Okay. So what I can write here? The angle is of measure. We have to complete this statement. The angle is of measure 90 degree. The angle is of measure 90 degree. हम किसके बारे में लिख रहे हैं? It is of measure means we are writing it for the angle. So right here the angle is of measure 90 degree. So the second, that is we have to write symbolic form. What is used in between them? If and only if. So if and only if means what? There is double implication in between them. Double implication means double headed arrow. P double headed arrow Q means P double implication Q. Okay, what we have learned? Conjunction, disjunction, if then, if and only if, and negation. So if and only if, it is the biconditional statement, that is the fourth one, that is P double implication Q. Now see the next example. Now the fourth example. Angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Right? What is used here? Neither nor. Okay. What is used? Neither nor. First I will write here two different statement. Okay. First I will write it is in positive way. कोई भी जब हम स्टेटमेंट लिखते हैं तो वो पॉजिटिव वे में लिखने हैं, और यू कैन राइट इन द नेगेटिव फॉर्म ऑल्सो, बट इन दैट केस सिम्बॉलिक फॉर्म विल डिफर. Angle is acute. First statement I am writing here, angle is acute. Second statement I will write here, angle is obtuse. Now what is the symbolic form here? We have to think for this. Angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Okay, so what is used? Actually there is negation in this statement. Okay, negative terms are used, neither nor. So I will write here negation P. Angle is acute is the positive statement, and what we are writing, it's negation. So negation P, and nor obtuse. What is given? Nor obtuse means negation Q. But what we have to use in between them? Okay, जो एंगल है वो एक्यूट भी नहीं है और ऑब्ट्यूज भी नहीं है. नाइदर नॉर मीन्स व्हाट? इट इज़ नॉट एक्यूट एंड इट इज़ नॉट ऑब्ट्यूज. ओके, एंगल जो है वो एक्यूट भी नहीं है और वो ऑब्ट्यूज भी नहीं है. सो इट इज़ कंजंक्शन इन बिटवीन देम. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम राइटिंग हियर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल विनय neither likes tea nor coffee. Okay, for example I am writing here, Vinay neither likes tea nor coffee. विनय को चाय भी पसंद नहीं है और कॉफ़ी भी पसंद नहीं है. मीन्स व्हाट? he doesn't like both tea, coffee, right? So what I can write here, it is again negation P conjunction negation Q. Okay, we can write the same symbolic form for this statement also. Vinay neither likes tea nor coffee. Okay, So neither nor means what we'll write here? Negation P conjunction negation Q. Why I'm telling this again and again? So many students make same mistake in the exam. They write here disjunction. Okay. So remember this statement. Next statement. If triangle is right angled at B, then major angle A plus major angle C is equal to 90 degree. First I am writing two statements. What is the first statement? Triangle ABC is right angle at B. Triangle ABC is right angled at B. Major angle A, second statement, major angle A plus major angle C is equal to 90 degree. And now I am writing here symbolic form. What is there used in this statement? If, then. If the statement and then the statement. If then means it is the conditional statement, and in conditional statement we use the symbol. This implies, P implies Q. This is single headed arrow. P implies Q. Okay. If then hai, so use conditional P implies Q. See the next example. See the next example. Hima Das wins gold medal if and only if she runs fast. What we will write here? Two statements. First statement, Hima Das wins gold medal. What is the second statement? If and only if she runs fast. But statement is what? She runs fast. Okay. Or we can write Hima Das runs fast. Hima Das runs fast. Or you can write she runs fast. Okay, both are correct. Writing here symbolic form. Symbolic form. What will be the symbolic form here? See what is used in between them? If and only if. So if and only if is again double implication. So I will write here P double implication Q. Double headed arrow means double implication. Okay, so what is there in between two statements? If and only if, that is the connective double implication P double implication Q. Okay, this is the last example from this second question, that is the symbolic form or writing the compound statement symbolically. See next example. X is not even integer, X is not irrational number but is a square of an integer. Read the question again. X is not irrational number but is a square of an integer. How will we write it? There are two methods to write it. Okay. First, you can directly write the P statement as X is not irrational number. वैसे भी चलेगा. Okay. Or I will write it is in the form X is irrational number. If you want, you can write the statement P as X is not irrational number. Q statement, but is a square of an integer. X is a square of an integer. X is a square of an integer. So I am writing here now the symbolic form. Symbolic form. So X is irrational number, but in the statement see X is not irrational number. So for this not, I will write it as a negation P. For this not, I am writing here negation P. Okay, this but we can use as a replacement of and but we can use in the similar way, that is the conjunction. Okay, so this is conjunction, but it is a square of an integer. This is the statement Q. So negation P, conjunction Q. If you want, if you write this statement in the form of X is not an irrational number, in that case P conjunction Q will be your symbolic form. Okay, if you write the statement P as X is not irrational number, in such case your symbolic form will be P conjunction Q. Okay, so we have completed writing the symbolic form in this lecture. In the next lecture, we will learn write the truth values of the statement. Thank you, friends.